Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to another homeschooling class. Today we're gonna try to make something different and we're gonna make a review about grammar and we're gonna make a mind map. So if you have scissors, color papers, pencils, and color pencils where you're gonna use it to make it. Okay, so let's start. Remember that we are talking about present simple. Well, for the present simple first, I would like you to remember that the present simple is going to be composed about a few parts of speech. So we're going to try to remember these parts of speech that we're going to use, okay? And one of the most important are subject. And remember that the subject, we can divide it into 5 sections, which are the first one is going to be person. So for person, we can talk about all kind of persons, girls, boys, mom, dad, and all that. Okay, and the second one are animals. Animals can be dogs, snakes, bears, and all those animals. And then we have a place. We can be a park, a school, hospital, a mall, and a lot of other ones. And things can be a ball, can be a pencil, a book, a backpack, and a lot more. Okay? So, when we talk about subject and we are talking about person, then we must talk about pronouns. And for pronouns, we have I, she, he, and it, you, we, and they. I, you, he, she, it, they, and we. You and I. Okay? So, we're going to use verbs. We're going to be talking about verbs too. And verbs are actions, all kind of actions. For example, swimming can be an action, jumping rope, sleeping, drinking, running, eating, cooking, reading, and swimming. Okay? So, for verbs can be all kind of verbs and all kind of actions. For example, the ones that we already saw. And today, we're gonna use it. And then we have the object. The object is the one that is gonna complete our sentence, so the way it can have more sense. Okay? So objects. Let me just fix the camera. Okay, objects are gonna complete our sentence the way the sentence can have a sense. Okay? Which is object. I'm gonna show you like closer to you so you can see it. Object is gonna complete our sentence. And we have the verb. Verbs are actions. We said the verbs are actions. Object is gonna help us to complete our sentence. Okay? So now that we already know what the subject is, okay, the subject, you can use a pronoun or you can use a name of a person. Like for example, when we talk about she, we can change it for Ashley, or for example, he, Alexis. It can be a dog. You, well, can be a name. We, Ian and I. They, Alexis, Ashley, and the dog. And you're talking about they. They is for plural, so it must be more than one. More than one person. Okay? So now present. So for the simple present, we said that we used it, the present simple to talk about repeated actions or habits. Okay, we use it to talk about repeated actions or habits. Okay, so use and the adverbs. Okay, adverbs are the ones that describe a verb or adjectives. And adverbs can be, I have some examples here. For example, always, sometimes, often, usually, every day, rarely, or occasionally. Okay? Very good. So now we're going to start with our mind map. Okay? And for present simple, we have three kinds. And I'm going to show you how to make the sentence. We have the positive, negative, and question. Question, negative, and positive. Okay? All right. So we're going to start with the positive one. And I'm going to show you. This is going to be the subject, verb, and es or s at the end of the verb. Okay. We use First, okay, there. Today we're going to be talking about third person. And remember, for third person, it's going to be she, he, and it. So for third person, we have to add an es or s at the end of the verb. For example, like goes, like go, go. You're gonna add an es at the end, okay? And s, like runs. For example, she runs in the park. She walks or he walks in the street. So you have to add an s at the end of the verb. Okay, so subject, verb, follow the verb by the es or s. Okay, and then the object. And we're gonna add an adverb. Adverb right here. Okay, so you must remember all the colors so the way you can make it with different colors and you can remember everything, okay? So try to use different colors to make each part of a speech. For example, subject, pink, adverbs, it's gonna be purple, and this is gonna be the verb, goes to bed at 9 o'clock. It's gonna be our object. She always goes to bed at 9 o'clock. Okay, so this is the subject, adverb, verb, and object to complete our sentence. Okay, so for negative sentence, we're gonna use the subject followed by doesn't because we're talking about third person. So for third person, we're gonna use doesn't. And it's negative, so we're gonna use subject, doesn't, verb. Okay? Doesn't, because it's negative. Okay, and here is an example. I'm gonna try to show you pictures too, so the way you can understand what the sentence is about. So this is our subject, followed by doesn't. Right here the doesn't is just auxiliary verb, so it doesn't have any sense. It's just for negative. So doesn't is an auxiliary verb. He, subject, auxiliary verb, remember, object, and adverb. I'm going to put it right here. And then question. Does at the beginning, subject, verb. Don't forget the question. And here is an example. Does, subject, Tom, Ashley, Simon, adverb, often, practice, the verb. What does he practice? He practice swimming. Okay? And there's the question mark at the end. So let me put it on right here. So I'm gonna show you a picture. For example, we said Tom. This is Tom. Does Tom often practice swimming? Swimming. And then I don't have a cleaning picture, but you can make one. And then she always go to bed. And I have this little girl sleeping. Oh my God. Okay. So this is how it's gonna look. Okay, in the mind map, you can just not write this so the way it doesn't get like too big. But I would like you to read to write all this information. For example, present simple, use, adverbs. Right here we're talking about third person, she, he, it, question, negative, and positive. And this is the form, how to make the sentence. And then there's an example and a picture of it. So you're gonna make it that way, okay? You're gonna make your mind map and then you're gonna send it to me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And tomorrow we're gonna continue with the mind map, but we're gonna use the other pronouns that we haven't used today, okay? So have an excellent day, and I hope that you can understand the way that the present simple is gonna form. And I'll see you tomorrow to finish up. Okay, so your homework for today is you're gonna make your own mind map. You can use colors, cuts, or you can make your own pictures. Okay, so make it the wonderful as you can, and you're gonna send me a picture. Okay, when it's done. Ready? So see you guys tomorrow.